Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm trying the live thing again. For some reason, I'm like the only YouTuber that can't freaking go live without interruptions. So I hope you guys are doing well today. I just felt like really guided to just hop on. The sun is like glaring in my eyes right now, and I never can see at like a camera angle that's right. But I'm also convinced that they have like detached my freaking live from my actual channel because the counts never like add up. Like when I close the live, match the other counts on any app because I have the studio and the YouTube app. So and they're off by like a lot. But anyways, so I think like today I basically just wanted to come on and just say that the energies are freaking intense right now, okay? Because there's one sick regime, the Nazi regime, okay, that is pretending that there's all these wars that are going to happen because it coats their pockets. And they're like pretending we're going to have World War III, okay? And that's part of all of their timeline manipulation and all of that stuff because that's what they want to happen. They want war, okay? They're for war. And so there's their energies of crazy going on, okay? And even clearly see that even if they fake an entire election and they put people in power, okay, and act like they're in power, okay, they're still not happy. They're still gonna want war, even when they're put in like their power positions, okay? So that's how crazy they are. And I think, hi, anime art, how are you? So the level of crazy is obviously, I think these are soulless beings at this point in time, all right? I think they're soulless. I think that they are in the business of death, okay? And all of them make money off of that business, okay? So I feel like right now we are in a place where the United States has to question their ethics, their values, and also their systems, which is obviously part of this shift with the age of Aquarius coming through. And we are clearly witnessing that our system dated, okay? And we are working in a very dinosaur fashion, okay? In terms of getting any type of justice. So there's also a lot of misinformation that is prepaid, okay? And it is coming through all forms of social media. So it makes people believe that this is how people think. This must be the world thinks, okay? But that's not true. That's not true. So we have to also awaken people to the fact that they're being sold a lot of misinformation right now. I noticed a big thing with these, I don't know, circulating social media posts that there's typically millions of views, okay? They're coming in, they're popping up in everybody's feed. There'll be one thing that might be factual in whatever the freaking social media is. They might have one fact, and then the rest of it is misinformation. But what happens is that because one fact resonates with you, people then ultimately believe that everything on that post must be factual, okay? And I think that's a big part of the infiltration of the megas, if you want to call it that, okay? So anyways, I feel like you can see the street that I'm at. Thanks so much. This is great. I love my life. I can't have locations anywhere. It's great. It's freaking great. Oh my God, I can't right now. So, let's see. So let's just pull some cards because right now we are in a spiritual war, okay? It's behind the veil. And these Nazi teams, they got into space, they got into the space technologies, and they figured out how to break into I guess you could say, our spirit teams. Okay, broken into the memory portals, and you can watch a lot of different films and movies, and it's already been written in, okay, to the scripts. Okay? If I've mentioned Frozen 2 on here a ton, okay, about the memory portals. All right, Elsa finds all of the freaking memory portals in the water, right? She has to cross the dark sea. That stuff is telling us what's really going on, okay? These agendas are written into all of the film and shows that we're all watching. That's why a lot of it, I can't even watch movies anymore. I can't watch anything because it's in all of their agendas into the scripts. And you can, like, if you actually recognize how they're doing it, you can hear how they're carrying out military plans, like in scripts. And I'm talking about recent ones, okay? More recent ones. The things they say are just odd. Like, you can hear, they like say, well, over here, you know, my family watching shows, and I hear what they're saying, and I'm like, dude, they're freaking giving information right now through this freaking show. And it's easy for them to do that, okay? Because all of them are they're all the writers. It's all connected to Hollywood. And I don't know if you guys remember that, but there was like a huge writer's strike, okay? And Fran Drescher, she headed up basically the retaliation of that, okay? That they wanted to replace the writers with AI, okay? That's the agenda. They're part of that crew, okay? And so you have to understand why, because that is in my opinion, that is Russian intelligence, okay? That is, in my opinion, it is Russian intelligence that has infiltrated our film and media, okay? And their agenda is tied in to all of the AI manipulation. It's all part of the dehumanization agenda, okay? I'll put that there. The dehumanization agenda, which is essentially being us, okay? Putting implants in us and using some type of technologies to own and control the masses, which they have been doing to an extent, but not to the level that they are working on right now, okay? They are in full-blown human experimentation mode, where they are chipping people without consent forms. There's no consent forms. There's no consent forms for their mind-reading technologies, but they will convince the public that that is not happening, okay? And they will either minions going out speaking to the masses in large groups, okay, that are paid off, that will convince the masses that that is not what is actually happening, and AI is completely safe, and it is not smart enough to do that. But I am telling you all that at the very top, that information is not correct, okay? That information is not freaking correct. And you can watch any TED Talk, okay, like 5 years ago, and they're telling you this stuff, okay? This isn't stuff that Amy is just off of her freaking mouth right now, okay? The techies knew this information. That's why they started to create, you know, the techie beanies, okay, to protect your head from all the nanotech. I guarantee all of the rollout, all of Elon's new cars are protecting you probably from nanotech, okay? There are colleges that specialize in nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is something every American should know that word. In fact, every person globally should know that word. Nano, invisible to the eye. Technology, okay? It is programmable. It's programmable technology. Michigan State, I believe, is the university that is heading up these programs. And they've been doing it for years, okay? And then if you look at other universities, I'm sure they're doing the same thing. Look at all of the top majors right now. It's probably engineering, right? When I was in school, it was computer science, okay? You have to look at all of the professions, what they're pushing through the universities right now, okay? And a lot of it is tied into these agendas. The other thing that they're not talking about is a lot of these people who are going off, young kids going off working for these companies, know what they're programming. They don't even know what they're getting into, okay? And I want to say there could be a group of people going out into the world, into the workforce with this knowledge, okay, of nanotech, okay? And they're signing these NDAs, all right, when they're getting on board. And they think these NDAs are something that are holding them accountable. But a lot of this stuff is, it's let's just say, how do I say this? it has crossed the line of humanity, okay? It has crossed the line of free will. It has crossed the line of sovereignty. And many of the people who are in the TI category, targeted individual category, they are part of these programs where they're experimenting on them, okay? The TI program come out of Texas and Florida in the United States of America. These are things that every American should know. I'm telling you, every American should have this information that is like made up, okay? There are whistleblowers and cases connected to these cases, okay? There are whistleblowers within our own U.S. intelligence that have come forward about these programs. There are space programs, okay? A lot of those secret space programs, they are funded as black ops. A lot of the black ops monies are coming in from foreign dictators, okay? So it's something that people have to be aware of. We have half of the story right now. Half of the story. And we need to freaking educate everybody on the truth of what's really going on right now. So I have no idea if they're cutting in and out of my signal, because typically they don't let me go live anymore. But I don't even think I'm even on a real network anymore, because I don't even have the same audience anymore. But as I said, all these people dipped out. Like, I don't even know who I communicate to anymore. Look, I have silence coming through. Like, I don't even think I'm on a real network. Like, where's my freaking network? I think every time I check in with my channel, it's not even connected to my channel anymore. It's like on and off network, which is also part of design. Because if you look at who owns YouTube and owns, you know, freaking Instagram, TikTok, all of them, we're looking at the same groups, okay? It's the same tier, okay? We're dealing, yeah, I'm choppy. What's the point of me even going live? I can't even go live. I can't even connect, because I go choppy. It's such crap. Why are they allowing this to happen to people like me? It's like a freaking plot. So anyways, it's all owned by the same freaking groups, okay? It's all owned. It's all owned by the same people. At the end of the day, whoever is running the monies, okay, however they're running monies, that's how they're infiltrating the media. But the media is something that Russia is known for doing, okay? You can't trust Russian media. In fact, there was somebody the other day reporting on Russian media, and they're like, you can't believe anything coming out of Russia, especially if it's coming from... Do you know how insane that is? Okay? And now look at our country. Look what happened to our country in 8 years after Donald Trump shook hands with Russian oligarchs, okay, and kicked out the U.S. media. So it's pretty much just how it is right now. I used to stream fine from my car. There's no reason my car wouldn't stream okay. I've done lives so many times in my freaking car, and I never have had an issue, ever. They're in my phone, okay? It was like Donald Trump. I think he was supposed to say they were in the cats and they're in the dogs, instead of they're eating the cats and they're eating. I think he meant to say they're in the dogs and they're in the cats. I think he heard wrong on his earpiece that day, but because that's what Russian intelligence does. They go into the freaking animals through their tech, okay, through their nanotech, and they're able to do that. And a lot of that stuff is explained through other military operations. I know Operation Water talked about doing that to the birds, okay? And that was, I feel like 1960s or something, but they just talked about it. They just came forward and talked about it. But anyway, I feel that they're in everything. They're in phone, they're in everything. They're in the car, they're in the skies, they're in the air, they're everything, okay? They're in everything. They're in the walls. Okay, so at this point in time, we have to be aware, okay, of what this is. It's the nanotechnology is the real threat. Okay, that's the problem. The nanobots. Okay, and also the mRNA is a big one. mRNA. Which is part of it's like the blueprint for the DNA. It's another big one, okay? Research it. Research DNA. And then look at what's happened with Ancestry and .com. And look what's happened with 23. And then look at what's been going on in the world. Look who's buying up the DNA. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I feel like I have to inject some kind of truth into a lot of the misinformation that's going out there. And there's not enough truth telling because they're shutting down the truth telling. So we all have to just rise. We have to stand our power, believe in a higher power of faith, okay, in protection. You can call in protection at any freaking time from any freaking legion of protection, okay? We have to just be aware what is going on US soil right now. We are in a full-blown war, okay? Already. We've been in World War III already, guys. We've all been in it. I'm telling you, since the Ukraine war, since 2021, since Donald Trump launched his military plan, okay? And he freaking unmasked it at his Bedminster golf location, his country club, we've been in a freaking war. Since the insurrection, we've been in a freaking war. There's testimony coming out about his former CIA director, Gina Haspel, okay? That she was on board with it, with overthrowing our country, okay? You have to pay attention to a lot. If you talk to a mega, they don't even know his cabinet members. They don't know anything. They don't even know the name of his cabinet members. They don't even know, they don't know his intelligence or anything. They don't know anything. They don't have the information. Fox News doesn't give them the freaking information. Breitbart News doesn't give them the information. They're freaking little Discord, whatever, their chat site, okay? Their paste clip or whatever they use, a paste bin. They don't freaking have that information in there, okay? They don't have information. They don't get global news either. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in global news, megas. Okay, they're brainwashed to not even know what's going on in Russia. They never followed the Ukraine war. They don't know anything. They're ignorant. It's like talking. I know megas now. I have had the pleasure of being around them for a long time now, and it is astounding. It is astounding, the ignorance. It is astounding. The level of what they believe. They don't even believe the insurrection happened, guys. They've already been psyopsed to believe that that was fake news. Like, they don't even believe it. But you have to think, what are they doing to their megas? What is going out through their media that these people are really this confused and lost? Like, they are not even reality that exists, dude. And they think they know everything. They think that they know everything. It's so crazy. It's so freaking crazy, dude. Like, I'm like, whoa. They're not even on the same planet right now. So I think about all the Mike Flynn programs, you know? Because he's doing all the freaking army psyops on them, okay? What are they pumping out into the freaking crowds? What are they putting into the freaking... into their freaking, you know, media posts? What are they doing? What is in media posts? What AI are they using on them? Are they doing sleep programs on them? What are they doing that they are in this alternate reality? It's scary. It's freaking scary, dude. And it's all part of the AI. I'm telling you. And they all don't have the right information, but they agree on misinformation. They agree on all the fake facts. It's like really bizarro. It's bizarro. It really is. And it's even going into the media now. There are TV shows now that are being written to misinform, okay? That it is the people who are for the environment that are doing this. Donald Trump, day one of his presidency, reversed all of the fucking environmental protection laws as part of his executive orders. His goal was to get, okay, into all of the fucking waterways and get all the tunnel systems built, which I think is part of his trafficking network. Now, all the traffickers think that Donald Trump is against trafficking, yet he's the closest tie to Jeffrey Epstein. It is really bizarre. His attorney general visited Epstein in prison, in a Manhattan prison, a Manhattan AG. Born and raised, Bill Barr, okay? I mean, it's so crazy, dude. The misinformation going out. And so I'm part of a trafficking group, and they were scared the other day on one of their interviews to say anything bad about Donald Trump. They were definitely tiptoeing around it. There is something within the trafficking networks that believe that he is against trafficking. Just because he looked during his presidency that he was an advocate and against human trafficking doesn't mean that he wasn't a technology with Jeffrey Epstein that would allow them to traffic us with invisible technologies, okay? That you could not see to the eye. And so I just want to put that out there, okay? He is connected to the freaking pageants with Russia. They don't want that information out there. He is part of the pageants, okay? He is part of that entire elite secret society that is connected to all the pedophile traffickers in Manhattan, okay? So I don't know where the misinformation is coming from that Donald Trump is against trafficking. He is part of the trafficking rings. His rings are freaking trafficking. He is part of the criminal networks, okay? So I just want to put that out there, okay? Because I'm really tired of everybody thinking he's saving all these people. Human trafficking has gone up. It has gotten over 400,000 kids went missing last year in the United States, okay? I want to put that out there. And everybody's going to say that it's under Biden, right? But I don't believe that Donald Trump ever stopped running the country with his corrupt military. I don't believe that Joe Biden had full power over the country. I believe that whatever happened with the insurrection, we don't know half of the story. I am convinced of that. At the time. I don't believe that we ever got our country back from Donald Trump, okay? And I think this fake election would prove that to the American people, that we never actually got our country back. Okay? So anyways, I'll leave you guys there. Sorry for the choppiness. Sending you guys so much love and blessings, and I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye.